Hello everyone. I feel like my Facebook lives at the minute are a bit of a journal through the dark night or through depression, but I figure that if I'm experiencing this and I'm meant to do these lives, that I'm speaking to the people who really need them right now. So I'm going to start this live with a quote. Perfect love is to feeling what perfect white is to colour. Many think that white is the absence of colour. It is not. It is the inclusion of all colour. White is every colour that exists combined. So too is love not the absence of emotion, hatred, anger, lust, jealousy, covertness, but the summation of all feeling. It is the sum total, the aggregate amount, the everything. Love is inclusive. It accepts the full range of human emotions, the emotions we hide, the emotions we fear. Jung once said, "I'd rather be whole than good." How many of us have sold ourselves out in order to be good, to be liked, to be accepted? And this is by Debbie Ford from her book, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers. I'm just going to check my headphones in because I can't really hear myself very well today. So, the shadow. We all have a shadow. We all have the light and the dark. We can't experience the light without experiencing the dark. If we looked outside into the world, we wouldn't be to see anything if everything was light. There would be no contrast. And equally so, if everything was dark and there was no light, we wouldn't be to see anything. And inside of us, most of us who experience very sensitive emotions or maybe have experienced life trauma and any type of mental health issue know that the shadow can be quite intense. It can be really hard to embrace, and it can be an aspect of our nature that we'd just rather be without, we'd rather just get rid of. But as the quote said, love is inclusive. It accepts the full range of human emotion, the emotions we hide, the emotions we fear. So how do we love the shadow? I'm absolutely determined, well, I do believe that my own experience of teaching about this is very different to many others. They may talk about the shadow or overcoming things once they've come out of that cycle. But for me, it seems to be I have to be in the cycle for the experience to be processed and loved and embraced. So right now I seem to be going through a bit of a lengthy depressive episode, and the shadow is really heavy and dark, and when I wake up in the morning my body feels really dense and heavy. If anyone hasn't experienced depression or the dark night, this is what it feels like. You wake up and you could try and think positive, but any thoughts just pass through over the mind and they can't be absorbed in. And this is why I feel that depression is a spiritual journey, and I know some people disagree with this, but I feel it has to be, because if love is all inclusive, that means that includes depression and the shadow. And perhaps love is there as a reminder that when these feelings come up, they need to be not just faced, but really absorbed into us, but not in a drowning way. For example, I was sitting on my sofa this morning and I was thinking I'm going to do a Facebook Live today, and I can't really imagine being able to do it in an upbeat way. So I felt these heavy feelings and I wondered, how can I talk on a Facebook Live when I want to cry or I feel sad? And hang on, my light's just gone off. I'm all in the dark, I think. Sorry about this, everybody. Actually, I'm just going to leave it. It's kind of amusing, really. God, I've got a laugh. I've got a brand new light, and it's meant for live, and it's gone out, and I'm talking about the shadow. So the universe has turned my light off. What can you say about that, really? This is how life works. This is how love works. It brings attention to that which needs our attention. And if you're going through depression right now and the shadow is really heavy, when you embrace the feeling, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get rid of it or you make sure that you distract yourself, do everything you can just to move away from it. Say this feeling that comes up feels sad, feel heavy. There may be thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore. There may be feelings of wanting to cry, and you can cry, it's very healing. But there comes a point where you've just got to say to yourself, this feeling is here. There is sadness. There is heaviness. Sometimes the unconscious brings up really dark, difficult stuff, and it's unconscious, so we don't even know what the feeling is. We just feel it. So just sit. You can even say things like, I love you. I love you, the part of me that feels sad right now. I'm sorry that you feel sad right now. I welcome you even though you feel sad right now. I accept you even though you feel sad right now. You are lovable even if you feel sad right now. And that's all you need to do. It seems really simple, but you have to do this regularly whenever the feelings arise and whenever the darkness arises, or whenever the light goes out, as my camera light decided to do today on the day of the shadow. And I'm aware that when you do videos, light is really important. It makes you feel really beautiful and pretty on the outside. But I'm being shown my inner shadow on the outside today, and that's okay. Don't fight your shadow. Just let it be. Everything changes and everything passes, but it passes more fully, and the lessons that you need to learn are integrated more quickly. Not quickly, that's not the right word, but more gracefully, the more that you are kind to yourself when you're feeling your shadow. Because can you imagine what life would be if you embraced your shadow fully? Life wouldn't affect you so much. You wouldn't be knocked over so much. Life difficulties wouldn't be so difficult, because you'd be willing and you'd have the courage to face the dark. And a lot of people aren't. A lot of people don't want to face the dark, so they distract themselves with lots of busy activities or lots of food or alcohol or drugs or people. So I don't know if this video makes any sense whatsoever today because of what I feel, and it's okay. This is the shadow. The shadow can and depression can bring up quite a a strong brain fog, which makes it difficult to focus also. So be as easy as you can on whatever you're feeling today. And it doesn't matter if the sun is shining. If other people are smiling and happy, you don't have to force yourself to be anything other than what you are. So thanks for watching, and I'm only going to do one video a week now, so I'm going to keep it to a Monday. So I'll see you again next Monday at 10 a.m. Thank you.